Have you ever felt like something big is just around the corner, but you can't quite put your finger on it? Like the universe is nudging you, sending quiet signals through strange coincidences. A number you keep seeing, a time that repeats, a bill that ends in familiar digits? It's not your imagination. It's not luck in the way most people understand it. It's alignment. It's timing. And most importantly, it's awareness. As we enter the final stretch of July 2025, something extraordinary is unfolding in the cosmos, especially on days like the 27th, 28th, and 30th. Subtle but powerful energies begin to pulse through our lives. You won't hear it. You won't see it unless you're paying close attention. But these moments are the gateways, opportunities that open only for those who are spiritually tuned in. Even ancient seers like Nostradamus and Baba Vanga didn't predict success based on blind chance. They believed in messages hidden in plain sight, patterns only visible to those who are awake. And that's what this moment is about. It's not superstition, it's synchronicity. In this video, I'll be sharing 6 highly potent numbers, each selected with intention, grounded in Buddhist philosophy, and aligned with cosmic energy in the final days of July. These aren't random digits pulled from thin air. They're deeply connected to a rhythm older than time. Let's talk about a number that doesn't shout, it whispers. Number 11. You know those quiet moments in life when something just clicks, but you can't explain why? Like catching the clock at 11:11 and feeling your heart pause. Or entering a room and sensing something deeper. Almost like the air is heavier with meaning? That's not just a coincidence. It's the quiet nudge of number 11. A signal not from the outside world, but from the part of you that's deeply connected to everything. In the final week of July 2025, you might start noticing the world feels different, softer, as if something underneath the surface is gently shifting. You may feel more reflective, more aware, even if you can't quite put it into words. That's the frequency of 11 making itself known. It won't shout for your attention, but it will awaken something within you. If you're listening closely, number 11 is a sacred mirror not to the future, but to your present state of being. It's the number that asks, are you paying attention? Have you been moving through life on autopilot? Or are you awake enough to catch the signs? Numerologists call 11 a master number, not because it brings mastery over the world, but mastery over the self. It's linked to intuition, inner alignment, and flashes of clarity that arrive unexpectedly. And astrologically, it resonates with Uranus, a planet known to disrupt comfort zones in the most enlightening ways. In Buddhist thought, transformation doesn't begin with action. It begins with observation. Before you can shape your outer world, you must become still enough to see what's really happening inside. That's the core energy of 11. It's not about controlling outcomes. It's about reconnecting with the truth of this moment. So when you see 1111 flash on the screen, or the number 11 repeats in random places, don't brush it off. Let it be a personal bell. A reminder to come back to your breath, to your intention, to this very moment. If something inside you stirs right now, honor that feeling. Drop a comment below. I trust the moment. I see the signs of 11. Because the universe is already speaking to you. Through numbers, through silence, through stillness. And 11? It's the doorway. Now, let's focus on a number that often gets overlooked, yet holds an extraordinary kind of wisdom. When you take the time to understand it, that number is 7. At first glance, it might seem ordinary. You've seen it on clocks, calendars, and maybe even your grocery bill. But 7 isn't just another figure in the sequence of life. It's like a quiet whisper in a crowded room. The kind that doesn't need to shout, because its presence carries weight. In a world constantly pulling us towards speed and success, 7 gently pulls us inward. It's the number of the seeker. The one who's more interested in meaning than medals. In growth rather than glory. And in Buddhist understanding, that's what true wealth really is. The kind that lives within you, not just around you. 7 invites you to pause. Not because you've lost your way, but because you're about to find something far more important, yourself. It's that soft moment between the chaos of thoughts, when something inside you says, slow down, you're missing the point. This number has long been connected with the spiritual path. In Buddhism, the number 7 often represents the steps to awakening, a process that unfolds not with noise, but with stillness. You don't chase it. You live into it. One breath, one thought, one honest question at a time. Look at your own life right now. Are you moving fast but feeling lost? Are you checking boxes but feeling empty? That's when the number 7 begins to appear. Not as a warning, but as an invitation. To reflect, to breathe, to sit with yourself. Without needing to fix or prove anything. Cosmically, 7 resonates with the kind of energy that Neptune brings. Quiet, intuitive, dreamy. The kind of energy that helps you trust what can't be seen. It nudges you toward that instinct you keep ignoring. That soft pull you've brushed aside in the rush of everyday life. Maybe it's time to listen. So, if your heart feels a little restless right now, if you're craving something real, something that doesn't depend on likes, status, or the approval of others, then 7 is your signal. It's not here to give you a shortcut. It's here to walk with you while you reconnect with what's real. Between July 27th and 30th, try to honor this number. Step away from distractions. Light a candle. Write down what your heart truly wants. Spend 10 minutes with yourself. Not scrolling, not planning, just being. That's where clarity begins. That's where abundance grows. Because true wealth isn't always loud. Sometimes it comes in the form of peace, of knowing, of feeling whole without needing more. And if this insight speaks to you, and you wish to help spread this message of awareness and awakening, you can support Buddhism Trail by clicking the thanks button below. Even a contribution of $50 can help this message reach someone else. Someone who's quietly searching, just like you. Now, let's talk about a number that rarely steals the spotlight, but carries profound energy beneath its calm exterior. 28. It's easy to overlook. After all, it's not a number that screams for attention, but much like the people who quietly shape the world through their presence, without needing applause or recognition. 28 carries the essence of quiet influence and inner strength. This isn't a number for those chasing overnight success. This is for the ones who've stayed true to their path, even when no one's watching. It symbolizes the silent warriors. Those who rise early, keep showing up, and put in the effort day after day without craving immediate results. You know the feeling? When you've been working toward a dream that hasn't fully bloomed yet, but something inside you knows. The roots are growing strong, even if the leaves haven't appeared yet. In the realm of everyday life, 28 gently speaks to patience, consistency, and quiet resilience. It represents the strength of character formed in solitude, the kind that doesn't demand validation, but creates real transformation over time. Think of the craftsman perfecting his skill, the student studying after hours, the person healing, growing, and building in silence. That's the spirit of 28. Let's look deeper into the energy of this number. The 2 invites us into balance and connection, reminding us that progress doesn't happen in isolation. It reflects the importance of relationships, emotional awareness, and the dance of giving and receiving. In Buddhist understanding, this resonates with mutual interdependence, the truth that our growth is often nurtured through community and compassion. Then comes the 8, a symbol of infinite flow and karmic abundance. It's about more than just money. It's about living with purpose, creating impact, and building something that lasts beyond the moment. In spiritual circles, 8 is known for its connection to karma, reminding us that every seed we plant, every action we take, carries forward energy that returns to us in powerful ways. Put them together 2 and 8, and you don't just get a number. You get a quiet confirmation from the universe. Keep going. You are on the right path. Your efforts are not invisible, they're sacred. And there's another message hidden here. You don't have to walk this journey alone. In Buddhism, the Sangha, the spiritual community, is a pillar of growth. Enlightenment isn't a solo pursuit. It's a shared path, strengthened by the presence of others who walk beside you, offering support, wisdom, and reflection. So pause and ask yourself, is there someone you've drifted away from whose energy used to uplift you? Is there a mentor, friend, or companion who's meant to walk this path with you now. Because when you surround yourself with people who honor your growth and align with your vision, the road becomes smoother. And your success becomes not just personal, it becomes powerful, collective, and deeply fulfilling. Number 5, the wake-up call you've been waiting for. Ever feel like you're living the same day on repeat? You get up, scroll through your phone, go to work, come back, and try to convince yourself that tomorrow will be different. But somehow it never is. You're not lazy. You're not broken. You're just caught in a pattern, one that feels familiar, but quietly drains your spirit. Then one day, out of nowhere, there's a shift. Maybe it's a moment of silence. A sentence that hits a little too hard. Suddenly, something stirs inside, a quiet rebellion. Why am I still living like this? That jolt of clarity, that's number 5 waking you up. In Buddhist numerology, 5 is the number of motion and disruption. Not chaos, but transformation. It doesn't sneak in. It bursts through your mental fog like wind through a closed room. And during July 2025, this energy intensifies, aligned with Mercury, the planet of momentum and communication. 5 urges you to question your routine and challenge the comfort zone you've mistaken for safety. Buddhism teaches that attachment is the root of suffering, not just to people or things, but to beliefs. 5 pushes you to challenge thoughts like, I'm not ready, or what if I fail? It doesn't silence fear. It shows you that courage can move alongside it. This number calls for intentional action, the kind that shifts your energy, your habits, and your future. And yes, this includes abundance. Real growth, emotional, spiritual, and financial, doesn't wait for perfect conditions. It shows up when you move. That's why 5 often appears before major shifts. Career breakthroughs, bold decisions, life-changing clarity. If you keep seeing this number, pay attention. It's no coincidence, it's alignment. If this message feels like it reached you at the right time, support Buddhism Trail by tapping the thanks button and offering even $50. Your contribution helps bring this energy to others who are quietly seeking just like you. As the Buddha said, when the heart gives freely, the universe returns generously. Ever had a moment so quiet, yet so profound, that it made you stop in your tracks? Not because something loud happened, but because something soft suddenly felt real? That's the silent pull of the number 15. It doesn't flash like a neon sign. It doesn't shout for attention. Instead, it shows up like a calm voice in a noisy room, gently asking, are you listening? Life these days moves fast. We're constantly juggling work deadlines, family duties, expectations from all directions. Somewhere between morning alarms and evening emails, we forget to check in with ourselves. We start living by default, not by design. But every now and then, something subtle taps you on the shoulder. A moment, a feeling, a number, maybe even 15. That shows up just when your soul needs a gentle reminder. 15 carries a rare kind of wisdom. Not the kind that forces big decisions, but the kind that nudges you to look inward. Especially during early July, when the world naturally slows its pace. When the air is softer and the days feel like long exhalations. It's the perfect season to stop performing and start listening again. Not to the noise of the world, but to the whisper of your own truth. In numerology, the number 15 is a unique blend of independence and emotional insight. It encourages reflection without judgment. Not all freedom is about running away. Sometimes it's about returning to yourself. In Buddhist thought, this is what we call mindful presence. Not chasing extremes, not clinging or avoiding, just being here now. The Buddha once said, you yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection. That's what the energy of 15 is all about. A gentle journey back to your center. Not to rebuild your life, but to refocus it. Not to seek perfection, but to cultivate peace. And for those who've stayed through this reflection, there's something even deeper waiting for you. A sacred bonus number, chosen to guide those ready to walk in alignment with the universe's rhythm. It's more than just a number. It's a key to unlocking abundance, stillness, and the kind of purpose that doesn't fade. Ever feel like life is moving faster than you can manage? You wake up, rush through your day, Try to keep up with everyone else's expectations. But inside, something still feels off. Like you're walking on shifting ground, constantly adjusting, never really steady. In moments like these, what we truly need isn't more hustle. It's an anchor, a pause, something that brings us back to center. Surprisingly, that sense of stability might be hidden in something we usually ignore. A number. Not just any number, but 44. At first glance, it may look ordinary, but if you've been noticing it more on receipts, license plates, timestamps, it's no coincidence. In ancient spiritual traditions and numerology, 44 is known as a symbol of inner construction. It doesn't shout for attention. It grounds you. It speaks to your ability to build something meaningful, something strong. It's not about fleeting success. It's about lasting growth. Imagine a tree with deep roots. Winds may blow. Storms may come. But the tree remains. That's the kind of silent power 44 carries. Especially during the final days of July 2025. This number isn't here to make promises or predictions. It's here to remind you that real transformation begins with foundation, not speed. In Buddhist philosophy, progress is never about rushing ahead. It's about staying present, practicing patience, and making deliberate choices, even when everything around you feels out of control. 44 invites you to step into this mindset. It's not here to give you shortcuts, it's here to give you strength. So, how do you align with the energy of 44? Start by observing, not reacting. When something triggers stress or doubt this month, pause. Don't run from the discomfort, stand with it. Breathe into it. Ask yourself, am I building from a place of fear or from clarity? That's where 44 comes alive, not in the chaos, but in your choice to stay centered. It shows up to remind you that you already have what it takes to create a steady, meaningful life. One decision, one mindful step at a time. If this message resonates with you, leave a comment below saying, I choose to build my path with intention. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to Buddhism Trail, and share this with someone who might be feeling lost in the noise. Remember, 44 doesn't just show up to be noticed. It shows up to wake something up inside you. Let it guide you. Let it steady you. And know you are becoming unshakable. I'll see you in the next video.